Hey everybody, it's Angelo with Angelo's Workbench. Welcome back to the fourth and final video in the 1972 Ford Maverick Grabber video series. So I got the body on here, and which took some doing, I'll be honest. But it's on there, and it's mounted in there pretty good. And it's just pressure fit at this moment. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to mount the body before I glued the rear end in, because I wasn't 100% sure. The rear end has a lot of opportunity to slide forward and back. So I wanted to make sure that I was in fact centered on the wheel wells so that when I put the wheels in, they look the part. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put this down. And that looks about right to me. It's pretty well centered in the wheel wells. So now I know where it's got to go. So then we'll get our crazy glue going here. Yeah, I'm finding the resin kits are challenging in different ways than styrene kits. It's nice to be able to get the alternate subjects, but you got to bring a little fabrication game with you. It's just the nature of the beast. I mean, you're making the kit from scratch and printing the parts. And my prints aren't as good as probably some of the professional companies, so maybe I make a little more work for myself. But hey, I'm an amateur 3D printer, and I'm having fun. That's all that really matters. And at the end, you know, I will have a 1972 Ford Maverick. Which is going to be pretty cool, if you ask me. And then I can set the ride height based on, there's a lot of room for movement here. I can glue this anywhere I want on that because this wheel you can't really see through. So I can, whoa, it's running away from me. So I can glue that pretty much wherever I feel is going to look best for the kit, and that is virtually all the way up, because if I centered it on the axle, I'd have a huge space, and I don't want that. So that's going to be good. So now I'm going to let that rear end cure, and while I'm letting that rear end cure, I have the side view mirrors here that I have pinned, and I can drill the hole for the side view mirrors. We'll get that underway. So let's get the drill out, and we'll just keep on working. I got these needle drills recently from Amazon, and they are fantastic. They work very well. Have a collection of sizes, and in the kit was also a whole bunch of old school drills that will work just fine. In this really cool chuck, which so far works fantastically, and has the ability to hold a very wide range of sizes from the very, very big to the very, very small, which is good. I didn't have one that could hold everything. So now I need to pick one based on the thickness of this, and I think I've got a winner here. First try. And these drill bits work exceptionally well too. So now I've got to kind of just figure out where I want to put the mirror. I think right about there would be good. So I'm just going to put this here. And there we go. And we're drilling. Always makes me nervous, drilling on fresh paint. Ideally, what I should probably do is I should probably drill these holes before I paint. That would be marvelous. And I am through. But, you know, I haven't ever really had a problem. My paint and clear coat is good. I've never really had an issue with drilling after the fact. And that looks fantastic. It's a little bit bent, we'll say. I just need to bend the mirror down into place a little bit. Make it a little level. It's a little bit up. There we go. That'll work. And I'll glue that after, when I'm done drilling all of the holes. Do the other side. And I'm going to put the other one in the same spot. So, based on where I have that one, move forward a little bit. And it doesn't have to be exact. I mean, no one's going to come in and look at your, well, at least I hope no one comes in and looks at your model car and says, hey, you know, that passenger side mirror is a couple mils forward, you know, nobody's going to know if it's a mil forward or a mil back. I mean, the body could even be uneven, who knows? But as long as it looks good, looks the part, and you're happy with it, be proud of what you create. Regardless of how it comes out, you made it. Be proud of what you create. I know I always am. Some I am more proud than others. Because I think it has a lot to do with the difficulty of the kit. The more difficult the kit, the more proud I am of it. I have created some wonderful kits, some wonderful results from some very dismal kits. Some of those old MPC kits and such are extremely difficult to work with. And to be able to complete the kit and come out with a good result is sometimes a miracle, but definitely something to be proud of, you know. And I am, you know. I remember specifically this one MPC Mopar, one of the Superbirds, and I remember when I finished that thing, I danced. I literally stood up and danced. Because that was a very difficult build, and I was very proud. So now I am just applying the ever so slightest amount of crazy glue, because it's all going to, and there it is. I really like pinning side view mirrors. They you get a much stronger bond, and you know, I am forever knocking mirrors off the cars and the display cases. And this makes it happen substantially less. It's a lot harder to knock a pinned mirror off. And then you also don't have to sit here and wait 10 years for it to cure, because the pin essentially holds it in place. Those mirrors are on, held in place, and looking good. So now that our rear axle has cured, I hope. Yes, it has. We can glue on some of the wheels and tires. So I'm going to leave the crazy glue out. I'm going to put the drills away because we're done. And then I'm going to get my setting solution for the crazy glue, because that will help me be able to set them instantly once I have them in place. So I'll get my super glue accelerator and this guy right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to one at a time put a little crazy glue on here. And then put the wheel where I want it as far as what looks good in the wheel well. And then hopefully from the back, I can reach in with the accelerator. And no, I'm not going to be able to. Well, that kind of stinks. I can't reach in from the back with the accelerator because there's no room. So we're just going to have to wait whatever time it says on here. I think it's 15 to 30 seconds. 10 to 15 seconds, or until sits. Or use zip kicker, it says. So that's looking pretty good to me. So what I'll do is, instead of using the accelerator, I'll use the accelerator bottle to hold the car up. Yeah, I'm using the accelerator. in a method other than described. So, well, we might as well do this one too. And let's see here. I don't want the white letters to be matched up. You always want them to have them like, you don't want the BF Goodrich's lined up perfectly. Or maybe you do. But that doesn't look very realistic, having them line up perfectly. So there. Those two are looking pretty good. And we'll come back and do the other side in a minute. Okay, the other side is done. Now it's time to do this side. And then we'll have 4 wheels and tires. Won't that be marvelous? I have enjoyed building these 3D kits, the 3D printed kits that I've done recently. And but I will add, I am looking forward to doing just some regular styrene for the next one. And then maybe return to the 3D printed after that. I have a 3D printed Countach that I printed. That it's kind of like a radically custom Countach. And I really like it. I'm looking forward to building it. But I need a break from the 3D printing. I want to try, I want to do a styrene kit next. Plus, summer is here, so motorcycle season is heating up. Besides doing this channel, I'm also an MSF rider coach. I teach motorcycling on weekends. And so that is picking up and getting busy. But there will still be videos. There will still be building. I never stop model building. I'm always building, regardless of what time of the year it is. But those are my 2 big passions, motorcycles and model cars. So so there's that. And this is looking really good. I love the lines on the 72 Maverick. It's a cool looking car, and I'm so glad I chose this orange, and I have a lot of cleanup to do on this body. Because I've been handling it, trying to get it together. I've rubbed the black off in a couple of spots. I rubbed the chrome off in a couple of spots. So there's going to be some touch-up done after these wheels are done curing. And then we're pretty much down to the front grille, the front bumper. And then I can put the hood on, and this is oh, and the headlights. The headlights have to go in. Got a couple of headlights here. And then this is done. So this is wrapping up today. Fantastic. On to the next one. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, getting ready to finish up the 72 Ford Maverick. The only thing I have left, really, is just a little bit of the front end. Put this front bumper on, put this front grille in, and these 2 little teeny tiny headlights. And this is done. So I'm going to get straight away with the glue here. The crazy glue going. And I think I'm going to do this first. See how I want to set this in here. It's got a couple little tabs. All these parts fit very nicely. The 3D printed stuff is super cool. I've had this in here 3 times already. There we go. And the one time I want to do it on camera, I can't get it in there. Whoop, there it goes. It's falling behind. Let's get the tweezers going here. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit here. Maybe. I think we might have a clog. There we go. There we go. A little bit there, a little bit there. And it goes in like this and then slides into place perfectly. But it looks so good. Having that be a separate part so that you can paint it black easily makes it look a lot better. It's fantastic. And then I was able to get the black around the headlights pretty easily with a little brush. And then the headlight bezels with a chrome pen. Which, now let's see. I've been wanting to try one of these. I ordered these little wax pencils. I've seen a lot of guys use these, and you just basically touch it to the part, and then it holds the part, and then you can put the part in, which I think is kind of cool. So now I'm just going to put a little glue on there, and I'm going to line it up nice and straight. Look at how easy that was. That's a good little tool. I saw one of the builders from overseas using it, and I was like, hey, that looks really cool. I want to try that. And so I found them. I can't remember what they're called. Maybe like wax pencils. I don't know. I found them on eBay. No, Amazon. And they weren't very expensive. And I wanted to try them. So I just touch it to the part and hold it for a second. And then it picks the part up pretty handily. And then I just put a little dab of glue on the back. These are not clear. They're resin. So the it doesn't matter what glue you use. You don't have to get out the Mod Podge. Okay. And there goes the headlight. They're in. That was easy. Cool little tool. Yeah. I'm always looking out for cool little things like that. Ideas. I get so many ideas from watching other builders' YouTube videos about tools, ways to do things easier. I don't profess to be the end-all expert. I am far from it. I am constantly learning, constantly looking for new ideas, and then I pass them on to you guys. And if I get them from somewhere else, I'm happy to share the credit. I don't recall who I saw using that, but you know what? I think I might be attempting to put this on upside down. Let's flip it over and try it this way. Aha. No. I think that is it right there. And it does not want to stay for me. So we are potentially going to have to get the accelerator out. Yes, we are. Because that is not cooperating. All right, now let me make sure I've got it. Yeah, that's definitely the wrong side. There we go. It's a little bit fiddly, as you can tell. Getting it to just mount onto that one little spot. There we go. Now we'll get a little setting solution on there, a little accelerator. And that's that. The bumper is on. The bumper is on. Now it just needs a cleaning because it is covered with fingerprints. And that is what we're looking at there. Hey, look, it's a 72 Ford Maverick grabber. I've never seen this kitted. I don't know if it's kitted or not. I'm sure somewhere along the way it might have been. But boy, it's in the 3D world now. There it is. So I'm going to get to cleaning it, and then we're going to have a photo shoot in just a second. Thank you very much for watching the 1972 Ford Maverick Grabber video series. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed building the car. I had a great time. I love sharing this with you guys. Go ahead, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Send me some comments, some questions. I love to hear from you guys. Also, check me out on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, all as Angelo's Workbench, for additional content not always seen here. I'll see you next week.